it ain't what it ain't. You gonna hard it back.
So, so you're in the feds.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I seen that you came across Meech. What was that like? Like meeting up with Big Meech, chopping up with him. Could you share anything about that? That's big.
Only person I saw as influential that's been across me besides Dre, besides Nip and besides Shook was this nigga motherfucking Big Meech. He was a genius. He was really smart, like really smart. I'm an avid book reader, so you know what I mean. I'm asking him, man, what books you be reading? Because he got so much, man. He say all types of wise words and shit. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? All of it sound familiar because I read 1,000 books. All you know, so I'm like, man, he must. I want to know what books he reads. He's educated. So I asked him, hey man, what's your favorite book? Because anytime I see somebody that's wise, I ask them one question instead of a lot of questions. I ask them, what's the best book you ever read? What's your 2-3 best books? Therefore, I can get the core of his ideology or game. I'll film 2-3 books, you know what I mean, that I get reference to. And you know what I mean? So I always ask great people what they read, you know what I mean? If I could check it out. He said, yeah, you don't read books. You don't even read the Bible. You don't read shit. He said he learned everything off trial and error. He said, man, Juice, I'm still spending money from the 80s. Been doing this shit. I say, Meech, is it true you really made 300 million? He looks at me and says, hell nah. I made more. That's just what the feds took. I've been doing this shit since the 80s, man. I made billions, you know? So he still got some sticks out there. For real. He still got big bread sticks out there. He gonna always have sticks. His ideology is just wonderful. Hold on, let me take a 2 minutes.
Yep, go ahead.
What's up, my nigga?
All right, so so Meech was a very influential person for sure. Even just that name, man, and just being that, like, just what he did, like, you know what I mean? Because in our culture, you know, we don't have many people of that stature and that life.
In our generation.
Yeah, exactly. It's usually always the people on just other people, you know what I mean? That just do it. It's not us. So Meech is like he's a very big fan.
Meech was Scarface. He was a black Scarface.
Mm-hmm.
No, Scarface was fake. Big Meech, he real. That wasn't no movie. He lived life like a movie. But no, he was the real thing for sure.
How is he? What is like? What are some like other conversations you guys had? Just like.
I never knew that he used to fuck with Trina. I thought that was his pookie. Yeah, Trina. He loved him from Trina. Trina. He said that was out of all the bitches he don't fuck with, for her to be on some to be a magician. He said that was a real bitch. That was a real one. Mind you, that was his, his babe. You feel me? She's fucking on the top of her. She's Trina. You know how big Trina is back in the days when Meech was out.
Hell yeah.
She was a hard dope boy. She didn't give a fuck with no square. She went to go fuck with Big Meech. That was her nigga. She didn't go fuck with no square. She went to go fuck with the biggest D-boy in the United States. And he said that bitch was real. He said she was real. He said he ain't never been with a bitch so real before in his life. So he loved him from Trina. Shit, if he didn't get locked up, he would have been with Trina still. They would have had kids and all types of shit. You feel me? Oh my gosh, Meech, oh my gosh. They had to lock him up. They had to lock him up. You know what I mean? Because he the real Birdman. He the Jay Prince. And, I should say, he's just another Jay Prince. He's just another Birdman. Them niggas was, they was big niches once upon a time too. But they just turned legal money to legit money, and they found out how to, you know what I mean?
How to finesse the system and wiggle around and make that shit happen.
Yeah, how to, you know what I mean? Get on for the city. I get on for my city.
So fast forward through the feds, because that's a topic, bro, that I could just ask you for hours, and there's so much I want to know about that. But we'll say that for part 2. But this is what I want to know. You come home. What was that like? The first day you came home, like when you knew you was getting out in 24 hours. This is your last 24 hours behind these walls being caged in. You know what I mean? You getting out. What was that like? What was going through your mind then?
I couldn't believe it. I didn't. It took me a long time to sink in. So I kept turning around, looking back. Thought these motherfuckers gonna come get me. I'm like, this shit ain't. They really thought you let me go. I'm like, nah, this shit ain't real. I didn't think it was real, man. I was just sitting there so long. I didn't think a nigga was ever gonna get home. You know what I mean? I done did a year and a half extra.
Damn.
So to have the opportunity for them to finally open that gate. All thing I'm thinking is lights, camera, smack. Time to go to work. Back to the basics. Back to the basics. And I got out and I got out during that COVID period. And at first, everything was different. It wasn't, you know what I mean? It wasn't the same. It was different. You know what I mean? Woo, woo. It was just like, motherfuckers is giving me, feeding it to me and shit. You know what I mean? Letting me know what's going on. You feel me? It was interesting experience, you know what I mean? And just adapting, you know what I mean, to the new generation and what they got going on, you know what I mean? And how much lack of education they have at the same time, you know what I mean? About their, you know what I mean? About what they're involved with. But it was crazy. I did a violation and got back out. I've been back for like a month and a half. I feel more sane than when I was out that first time. Because after that 7, getting back to the streets was just, life was just different.
Yeah.
I thought I was going back to jail. My ideology is thinking like, I gotta do everything I can, you feel me, before I go back to that can. Can they come and get me? You know what I mean? I'm thinking, I'm putting negative shit to the energy because I'm so paranoid at the fact, like, I guess you just, that illness, that jail illness that people have when they get out, they're still convict, you know what I mean, size. So it's like, this whole time I'm thinking it was just too good to be true. I'm like, I can't believe I'm out right now. I can't believe it. Damn. And so it was blurry. It was a dream. You know what I mean? For that first year, I was out, but now I'm back to the basics. You know what I mean? Motherfucking it ain't no dream no more. This shit real, and it's time to go to work.
Dropping hella music. Hey, I seen you did a show with this cat named Lil Weirdo. I've been hearing about him a lot. He's been making a lot of noise. How'd that shit go?
He's San Diego. That show's actually that show's this Saturday.
Oh, it's this Saturday?
Yeah, you gotta pull up, bro.
Oh shit! Oh shit! I was
there.
My daughter's birthday's Saturday. I thought it was in January, but hell yeah! So that's your first show being out?
Last time I did a show in Portland.
Nice.
When I was out the first time, I did a show in Portland with me, D Big, Fetty Mac, Yabi, and Tay. Okay. We did a show out there in Portland. Told that motherfucker up. So this is my first show in San Diego.
Okay. Yeah.
First show in town.
I'm gonna have to drop this. I'm gonna have to drop this a little sooner than I expected, just so they can know that they need to go and tap in with a real one.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Hey, so I wanted to ask you, do you remember what was that story that I mentioned to you, like about the fox? I remember you was doing a story about a fox a long time ago on your Twitter. It was a story you was like doing, like there was something about the fox, and it was like you would just keep dragging it out.
I kept dragging it out.
Yeah, it was something. I forget. It was something.
How long ago was it?
Bro, it was before you went on your vacation.
For real?
Yeah, it was a long time ago, bro. It was look, you had that tiger ring or some shit.
Yeah, it was my cheetah. I had a couple pets. I had a cheetah, and I did on this side. I had a cougar or something. I had a couple cats. I had a pinky ring. I had cats. One was a cheetah, and one was like a panther or something like that. Something like that. I remember. Yeah, because I remember, like, nigga, when I'd be on Twitter and shit, I'd catch it, and it would be like different inserts of it, like the story and shit. Mm-hmm. I was bird feeding. I wish I need to. I remember what you were I had. Yeah, it was. Look at him. Look at him. Yeah, Young Juice, the general around this motherfucker. Been around this motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's before the vacation.
Yup.
Before the vacation.
Some glasses and shit.
This was when I was in Vegas. This is when I stayed in Vegas back in the days. This was my toes in Vegas back in the days.
Okay. Look at him.
Yeah.
You got a proper little stable. I see some snow in that thing too.
All right, people. So see. I'm gonna show some more Jupiter. Like, oh, check this out. This little Junior. This is some game. If y'all familiar, before and after. That's when I got the bitch looking like a little trash can whore. And then after I juiced up and made her Juby Delight, she started really getting some sticks. That's what I was explaining earlier when I was saying how you take a bitch from that couch, you know what I mean, and bring her back to your house, you know what I mean, and really juice her up and give her that juice leak makeover, you know what I mean? How the bitch looking like boom, you know what I mean? That's what she do.
All that.
I mean, we're gonna see a bitch how she is. We see a bitch how she could be. We're gonna see a bitch how she is at that current moment. We see her potential. You know what I mean? She has potential to be, not what she be at that or what she is at current second. That's what's wrong with pimps and hoes nowadays, especially these hoes. These bitches claiming they doing some tone. You know what I mean? Because some pimping, you look at a bitch for not what she is, but what she has potential to be. You know what I mean? Even a bitch that's she's doing good, you still see she could be doing better. You know what I mean? And you guide her there. And there's a lot of these toes out here, they're uninformed on how to choose.
Mm-hmm.
These bitches ain't chick. They just, you got hoes choosing the name, and then you got bitches that choose the game. And then you got bitches that choose game, you got bitches that choose name, then you got bitches that choose cars. You know what I mean? Oh, he got a nice car, I want to choose him over there. You know what I mean? Oh, he has followers.
Yep, for some clout, yeah.
I'm gonna fuck with him because he got followers. But the nigga broken in the back of glass, ain't got a car, ain't got a house, you know what I mean? Ain't even nigga ain't got, you know, like you'll choose to that. These bitches are so fucked up in the head, these niggas are fake and be wherever they want. You know what I mean? Behind that screen. And these bitches ain't choosing right, you know what I mean? Because they fucking with a little shitty in them, and a little shitty in them ain't worthy enough to even get no breadsticks, you know what I mean? This is a shame. Yeah. It's just a shame why you caught up in this game, but I don't mind it, baby.
What else you got dropping? What else you got coming up? On the show this week.
Boom. I dropped this single called Teach Me How to Twerk. Teach Me How to Twerk is a mainstream song. I didn't really make it for the town. The town didn't. I got some bad reviews from the town. Oh, this ain't San Diego rap. Blah 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 blah. They're telling me what's San Diego rap. They're telling Mr. San Diego what's San Diego rap. They're telling the one that taught you, gentlemen, how to fucking, you know what I mean, do this here shit. You know what I mean? What's next? Back in the days when I was rapping, they was like, all you talk about is pimping. You need it. Now everybody got Phoenix Flex. You got Mike Sure. You got everybody, you know what I mean, rapping the pimp hop. That's the culture that I started. I call it a genre called pimp hop.
Hey, not meaning to cut you off, but you were Filthy Rich. Yeah. First motherfuckers I heard rapping that new age pimp shit. Other than like, not counting Sugar Free, but like the younger generation. In my opinion, you, Filthy Rich, J Dig.
You are the pioneers of this shit. Me, Filthy, as in that age when J Dig's a little older, and I'm gonna put him with Dre. You know what I mean? And that's the big homie. That's where we got us the game from. And Sugar Free. That's the only ones that was really around on the West Coast. I was really, you know, there was other ones, but I wasn't per se fucking with them, right? So they had trap music, right? So you know what I mean? Remember I told you being from San Diego, niggas was dick riding, playing people from everywhere else but their own city, looking like everybody else, but you know, but your own city. Anyway, I didn't listen to that trap music shit. I'm over here driving to motherfucking Vegas. This nigga talking about making it rain on hoes, tricking, buying bitches' purses. I can't motherfucking be playing this to my bitch, and I need some hip hop. You know what I mean? So I started pimp hop, like hip hop. I said I want to call my music pimp hop, and I pushed that agenda. You know what I mean? It got out there a little bit, not as big as you know. If I didn't get locked up, it would have been more successful. But I made my own genre. Y'all got trap music, then we gonna have pimp hop. You know what I mean? And I start pushing that agenda on the West Coast, you know what I mean? And making this pimp hop music, you know what I mean? Something that you could pimp it onto, something that you could put in a motherfucking car. And by the time you get to Vegas, you know what I mean? That bitch is gonna be turned out. You know what I mean? You play the intro. By the time you get to the outro, that bitch gonna be ready to go. Yep. I couldn't play her this lovey-dovey shit, this freaky shit that they was playing. I love you and singing the hoes and shit. Like I couldn't play that shit for a bitch. There was nobody making the type of music that I needed at that moment. You feel me? I needed to player shit. I needed pimp hop, but not no goofy, you know what I mean? Shit, not no, I'm a PIMP, don't know what they heard about me. No, some real pimping.
Yeah.
Can you relate to this shit? I'm talking about, you know what I mean? I'm talking about gospel music, you know what I mean? That's what I do, gospel music, man. You know what I mean? I rap for the motherfucking pimp god and the hoe angels, man. You know what I mean? All praises, you know what I mean? For real. So I had to make something for my people. Because I stick from San Diego, that stands for stay down. You know what I mean, how that LA is, you know what I mean? They did some good game around that motherfucker. I used to go there to Sunset just to get some game. Them niggas used to be on me so motherfucking hard, you know what I mean? I'm a little 1918. Them niggas is on me. Hey, young Pete, woo, 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 woo. I'm sucking everything up. Right back to the town with it. Right back to the town with it. Besides everything, you know what I mean? I'm taking shit from, I'm not a local drugger. I'm traveling. I'm going to AC. I'm going to Vegas. I'm going to New York. I'm going to, you know what I mean, where it's supposed to be. And I'm coming back, bringing all that shit back to the town. Waking their ass up.
Most definitely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's a lot of
hip hop is a cool genre that I started that I believe it's gonna keep on getting bigger. And you got a lot of gentlemen that's, you know what I mean, fucking with the pimp hop wave and stuff like that. You feel me? And yeah,
definitely. It's a culture that hasn't hit the masses. It's amongst the people that know about it, but you gonna push it, bro. You got people like you, Mr. Silky Slim, Silky Rich, still be talking that shit. Who else? Dollar Bill Gates, I think. I don't know. Mac Twain. There's still a bunch of motherfuckers that, you know what I mean? So that shit
still around here whooping that shit up. Yeah. Whip it real good. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's paradise, man.
Shit, man. I mean, shit, that's pretty much it. I mean, most definitely we're gonna have to link up for a part 2 and really, really do it.
But, yeah, we're gonna check in. I just got out. I've been out for a month and a half. So come check back at me, you know what I mean, summertime, and see what the pimping do. You know what I mean? See if I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. And I gotta check on you too. You know what I mean? I see you doing your thing and shit. You know what I mean? I'll be on your page and shit. You making some moves. We gonna keep going. You about to replace Jumper in a minute. No, you about to replace No Jumper. What's the other one? Say Cheese and all that.
Yup.
Yeah, you him. You on something.
Most definitely.
We'll keep this shit going. So I gotta come check on you by something. You know what I mean? I know whatever you're doing, it's gonna be times 10. You know, you got summertime. I already know. You gonna what? I already know. Your subscribers gonna be times 10. You know what I mean? The interviews is gonna be big. It's gonna keep getting bigger and bigger. All I ask is for you to remember 3 things. Remember L, remember E, and remember E. Remember Lee. Don't forget about the pimp, man. You know, how the fuck we get? You know, we was fucking around from the jump, from the start. You know what I mean? But when the niggas blow up, man, you know what I mean? I don't forget a face or a name. You know what I mean? As long as it's some game.
Most definitely. Yeah, you finna go up, bro. You home now. You got time to get it done, bro. All the time that you haven't been here, and like niggas had time to do what they gotta do. Now is you here, nigga. It's over. It's over.
Well, the dilemma I was going through when I first got out and you was asking was, I was kind of upset. I'm like, these niggas don't know what's going on. These niggas don't know I'm smacking Ante. They don't know who started this shit. These niggas don't know they want to have a platform. If it wasn't for a Young War, if it wasn't for Juice Lee. And that's why I was going through when I first got out. Now I don't give a fuck. When I first got out, I'm like, God damn, these ungrateful ass motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Like, really, niggas had to go hard for San Diego music scene. I had to drive to LA. I had to drive to the Bay. Motherfuckers talking about that. You from West San Diego? All that shit garbage. Oh, San Diego can't rap. You know what I mean? Oh, y'all beats suck. Y'all graphics suck. This is what they telling, you know what I mean? When I go to the Bay and I'm going to LA, they be in 100 though. Or San Diego, they ain't talking about me, but they talking about other artists. Oh, y'all graphics suck, y'all beats be sucking, y'all music team, it sucks. But I got a little breadstick, so I'm with who I'm supposed to be, and I'm putting on for my city. You know what I mean? When you leave San Diego, it ain't too many motherfuckers that, like a lot of these niggas is local jokers, you know what I mean? Point blank, period. When you leave up out of San Diego and them still know who you is, it's a beautiful thing, you know what I mean? So I was going out there and I was getting gang. They was talking about San Diego beats. They was talking about our graphics. They was talking about all types of shit. And I was like, and I took it as constructive criticism. And I make sure that I was sharpening the mosquitoes needle, you know what I mean? And I did what I was supposed to do for my city because everybody was watching. Not just in town, I got motherfuckers from everywhere watching. I'm cross country juice league. Real, you know what I mean? So I'm just representing this city, putting my city on the map. We're the second largest city in California. We're the 8th largest in the United States. You know, so for us not to be on yet, it's because I took a little vacation, but I'm back around like the Greyhound this time. Just go down. you feel me? Don't take too long at all, baby.
Hey, now real shit though. That's real shit. Cause just real quick, when motherfuckers think of California, they think of either the Bay or LA. They don't think about i.e. Orange County, San Diego. But San Diego got more eyes on y'all in the hip hop world than Orange County and then IE do for sure. But I must say though,
got more eyes than we ever
we got some motherfuckers kicking up dust right now in the IE for sure. For sure. We got some motherfuckers out here kicking up dust.
I had some little juvenile girls over here in Temecula, and she was putting me on one boy. He wasn't black, he was like mixed or something. But the nigga goes so hard, he was about it at he was in Temecula. That's IE, but I forgot he went so hard, you know what I mean? Like they got some shit over there. They got some work to do. They got some work to do because I heard some shit that I thought it was mainstream already. I'm gonna hit Smacky Jr., the little bitchy Tim, and ask who Smacky Ante is. That nigga was so goddamn hard. You know what I mean? And he was Mexican, Asian, some shit. I'll see in the video later.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah. We got some talent out here. So for sure, this year we bringing more eyes.
West is back, bro. They don't understand that the West is like how down south took it over for 20 years, and they had it for 20 plus years, matter of fact, since the 90s, and they didn't get it. The whole down south blew up. You know what I mean? One minute it'd be Atlanta, then it'd be St. Louis, then it'd be Alabama, or whatever the fuck. Out there, down south had the keys for so long. It was East Coast and West Coast and down south. Guess where it's coming back to? This shit just did a whole motherfucking lap.
Facts.
Boom. 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 And guess what? It's back around to this motherfucker. And guess who's doing anything? All eyes on us. All eyes on Lee. That's gonna be the new album. All Eyes on Lee, Volume 1. Boom. You know what I mean? But all eyes on the West right now. We really like we doing our stuff right now. You know what I mean? They got so many platforms that's getting exposure to, you know what I mean? Other motherfucking spots, you know what I mean? You doing your thing, you know what I mean? A couple other, like we really like exploded. We're growing, you know what I mean? Side right now. And I know for a fact West Coast is back.
Oh, most definitely, bro.
I'm talking about bigger than we made a little comeback when we did fuck with YG and the Jerks, and they started doing that little thing, and they made a little wave, and then we had the Sue movement, you know what I mean, with the Bloods. They started, you know,
I remember that.
You know, so we start coming back and getting relevant. But I'm talking about give me like back, like nigga, the ball's in my court.
It will
be. You know what I mean, home games is here. We ain't doing no more out of town. You know what I mean? Like how the South kept it. It's going back to the West, and when that happens, every city gonna have their turn. Like down south had their turn. It went to Atlanta, it went to St. Louis, it went to motherfucking Louisiana, it went to motherfucking, it went to every motherfucking where's Kevin Gates from? It went over there, Baton Rouge, you know what I mean? It went everywhere. So now that the West is back, he gonna get their jump shot. They gonna get their no jumper. Motherfucking San Diego, shit, somebody or Orange County is still too. So no, Orange County. You know, you're gonna have basically every city is gonna have the opportunity. You know how Atlanta even came when they came through. They gang niggas came up out of here. When Baton Rouge came, a gang of niggas came up out of here. You know what I mean? So when niggas who go, the West is gonna get back on the map, and every city gonna have a chance. When I say the West Coast, I'm not just talking about California. Because when I was little, I just thought the West Coast was Cali. I didn't consider nothing else the West Coast. But now I'm doing some cross-country pimping and moving around this motherfucker. The West Coast is Las Vegas, California, Arizona, Portland, you know what I mean? And that's Seattle, that's Northwest, you know what I mean? And then it's the West Coast. So, yeah, so this West Coast takeover, it's pretty epic. So when we do get back on the map, it's time to blow. Arizona's going to get their chance, and they're going to have 4 or 5 artists, 10 artists come out. They go, IE, Portland, Oakland. You know, Oakland, LA always going to do that. You know what I mean? They don't need no time. There's always their time, you know. But when the West comes back, Las Vegas, everybody's going to get a bite at the fucking apple. And you know how the West is. We going to act now. We out here, bro. Hey, boy. Hey. Yeah, so we out here though. So you know what I mean? This West Coast is back though, man. You know what I mean? 619, San Diego, man. You know what I mean? Paradise Hills, be exact. You know what I mean? 92139. You know what I mean? Yeah. And he booming. So we outside, bro.
We outside, y'all. That's it. That's it in that song, man. We done tapped into San Diego's one and only, you know, that dude out here. You know what I mean?
Hey man, I appreciate it, man. We gonna fellowship again. You know what I mean? Real soon, man. We gonna fellowship. I appreciate it a lot, man. You know what I mean? And you know, it means a lot. You know what I mean? For a motherfucker that's doing this thing out there in the mix. You know what I mean? To take, you know what I mean? To recognize a motherfucker that's doing this thing, because you only fuck with motherfuckers that's doing their thing. So for you to spot me, I appreciate that a lot, bro.
Man, I appreciate you for giving me the opportunity, bro. You a real one, man. You've been around these parts, stomping around these parts for a
while. I've been pimping hoes since Mo Dick was in tap. You know what I mean? Since last he was a motherfucking puppy, nigga. You know what I mean? What they say, since Jesus was wearing a motherfucking wave cap, man. And I've been pimping since Frosty was a motherfucking snowflake. You understand me? Yeah, you ever shut a bitch on the you ever shut a bitch down on the 210 before? The 210.
The 210.
You ever shut a bitch down on the 210?
The 210.
The 210. Yeah, man, 2 feet 10 toes, man. Yeah, man. Man. Cross country. Hey, Juvie back. Smack you back around this motherfucker, man. Juke to the Fresh Prince. Hey, man, it's nice seeing you, my pimp out the door, man. You know what I mean? I gotta go. I gotta have a pimp ho lunch right now. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I got a couple interviews and shit I gotta do. Fuck on me, bro. We on. Send me the link and all.